She is in shape, she is fit, she has spoken for Heart Association, she understands our mission, she understands what we do, she has some dynamic stories to tell, but I'm going to let her do it. So if everyone would please give Andrea Metcalf a round of applause.
How are you all doing this afternoon? Are you all awake in the back row there? Shirley, Washington, you got it covered on back there? I can't hardly hear you. All right, sounds good. Well, I want to thank you all for having me from Chicago, where the Blackhawks won last night. Did anybody else from that? But I want to tell you a little bit about my story and what I've done and why I'm here and why I'm so excited to share with you. I'm a mom. I have 3 kids, a son in medical school, a daughter out of school, and one with one left of college to pay for, one last year. I also have a bulldog. I run a couple different businesses. So I work as an executive producer. I've created television shows. I have a book. I have another book coming out in the fall that some of you who may be turning 50, like myself. Anyone in the room? I hear you. I already did it. It's an accomplishment, I tell you, just to get there. It's time for something to give for myself. And so what I want to talk to you a little bit about is the life roller coaster. We know about the life roller coaster. How many feel like life is a roller coaster? How was that traffic? Terrible. Terrible traffic. She came in, she's like, I know I'm at this table, this is my name, I'd be happy to help you. Thank you for coming. It was Sally, right? Thank you, Sally. And you can see here, I've been up to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro. I've flown an F-16 jet fighter. I went down under and went to Australia and dove the Great Barrier Reef, and then the next morning went up into a hot air balloon and ruptured my eardrum. I went to Costa Rica to a vegan yoga surf camp. That was fun. And then I've also gone to the British Virgin Islands and traveled around this world, all in helping people get healthy and fit. And I'm taking a deep breath, and I'm looking at what's going on in my life so that I can find who I am again. So I can be that person I want to be, my best self. Because we're all trying to get there, right? I see you did a good job with your chicken. You didn't eat your green beans. We're going to have to talk about this. We let ourselves sit there, and we believe we can't. We have these things called ants. Ants crawl into your picnic, they kind of make it creepy. It's another negative thought. And we need to start taking those ants and either kicking them to the side or getting off the picnic blanket and moving somewhere else. Resetting up what we choose to do with our lives. We need to be able to believe that anything is possible, that it's possible to raise $15,000, that it's possible that through selling cars we can make a difference in the 40% of the women who are there. And just stand up for a minute, just stand. Don't worry, I won't make you do push-ups or jumping jacks yet. And it can't be that many jumping jacks because I have on heels too, like a lot of you. But go ahead and just reach your hands up. This reminds me of that deodorant commercial, right? Do you remember that? Put your hands down, I saw some wet spots. I love it that we are told that 6 hours a day at work are literally killing us. And I love that when we say if we just set a timer on our phone to stand up every hour, once an hour, can cut that risk by 50%. It's just a small movement. So go ahead and shake out your legs. Go ahead, no one's looking but me. I'm checking if you're doing it. Shake out an arm and the other arm. Go ahead and turn to your partner and start rubbing their shoulders. I'm kidding, sit down, sit down. I just want to see who would do it. You guys are too much. To the house, I eat breakfast. That's the part that you said you didn't do. That's the part you have to make time for. So I usually make myself a healthy breakfast. I do 2 eggs over easy with a big cup of raw spinach, some sliced tomatoes, 2 slices of bacon. Yes, I said bacon. Bacon is good for you. It's only 80 calories and 9 grams of protein. I have a glass of grape juice, and then I take around 9 different vitamin supplements. That's the first and most important thing. When do most heart attacks happen? What point of the day? What was that, Marcia? She's so smart. She's got the answer. The morning. So when we're most susceptible to having an incident is when we need to take the time to make that change. Eat as many unprocessed foods that don't have a label as you can. It's called the no label diet. If it doesn't have a label, it is probably something that you can eat as much as you want of. Now what has no label? Fruits, vegetables, lean meats, dairy, cheese. We don't need labels on those to tell us what's better because they're good for you. Ready, girls? Snap those fingers. Now, there was no rehearsal involved here, so if they don't get it right, I can't help you. 4 more, ladies. 4. Now, believe it or not, this is a little exercise. Hey, Dan, can I get a little more volume? Because I sometimes think we need a little more inspiration here moving. You girls, where's your arms? We need this for the visual. Can I get a picture here? Photo op, selfie. How y'all feeling now? Pretty good? Good. Stand up. All right, everybody, get up. Now shake it. Can I get a round of applause for my backup dancers? Gene, hang on. So, exercise is really important. Now, you only need 10 minutes of exercise a day if it's the second part of the Tina Turner song, the fast part. You need 30 minutes of exercise a day if it's the warm-up part. So that's really the difference of what we talk about in exercise. You don't need that much, you just need it every day. Going to the gym 3 times a week for an hour and a half is not as good as a 20-minute walk 7 days a week. It's got to become part of who you are. We all have to be advocates for those 5 things that we talked about. Eating better, moving, not smoking, being good with our wine, even though we still enjoy it, and of course, just having some stress taken out of our life. If we don't talk about it, it's not going to change. And I guess what? My #1 goal is to bring down the obesity rate, is to bring down the overweight children. And the only way we do that is by talking about it. So with that, know that heart disease is a mission, that we all have to stand together, and we have to be the role models ourselves in order to really make some changes. You wear red today, your heart is red forever, so please, take one of those 5 things, incorporate it into your life. Have an amazing rest of the day and weekend.
Round of applause!
Go Red. Go Red, Northwest Indiana.